Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Jonyse, and I'm here to do a requested video. I have a couple minutes, and this person has been waiting for a few weeks for me to do this video. Before I start, before I start the video, I just would like to let everyone know that this video is just based on my opinion as an artist. I don't do a lot of pro videos on my channel because it's not about my channel is not about my job. It's just, my channel is about me, my life, my family, what I like to do as far as makeup, but not on a professional type thing unless it's requested. I've done it before in the past, so I really don't see a problem with me doing it now. But they asked me about eyeshadows, okay, in their kit. Now, I will say this. A lot of, when you first start out as an artist, you are trying to pinch every penny possible. And the first thing a lot of people do is they go and they buy those 50 million color palettes, okay? You know, the ones that have the stacks or whatever. I've done it. Everybody I've known has done it. But I want to say this. When you're an artist and you're doing the everyday woman, you're not going to use those colors that often. You're really not. Your bread and butter is neutrals. Okay? So if you're going to buy one of those palettes, which I urge you not to, but if you do, I would ask that you buy neutrals palette, okay? Invest in a neutrals palette, whether it be, and to be honest, if you're gonna go that route, don't go on eBay, okay? Use a reputable brand that's on the lower end spectrum. Coastal Scents has great palettes. Then they have a neutral palette, but I would recommend the Hot Pots. But I'm saying if you're, you know, working, you know, on minimal amounts of money, then I would say the Coastal Scents palettes. And not the Coastal Scents palettes that have 50 million different colors in it. I'm talking about the Coastal Scents palettes that actually have a good size pot in it. Those tend to be better quality. I don't know why, but they are. For some reason, the payoff is a lot better. Yeah. So, you're an artist, a budding artist. You don't have any discounts. So every little thing that you're doing is coming out of your pocket. And what I'm telling you is, you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you do have to spend money to make money. And I would tell you now that having neutrals is your bread and butter. Colors are great, but you need your neutrals first. Okay? And I mean neutrals in matte, shimmers, satin, you know what I'm saying? To me, those are just important. I mean, that's how I make my money. If you're doing print work, editorial, all of that, you know, where colors are great, then yeah, you know, have that. But the average artist that's just starting out is doing, you know, work on clients and stuff like that, or counter work or freelance work for companies and stuff like that. But I mean, you wanna work on what's gonna make you money, and what I'm telling you is what's gonna make you money is the neutral palettes or buying neutral pots. Okay. Yabi Cosmetics has great, inexpensive, beautiful paint pots. Coastal Scents has magnificent paint pots, and some of them are very, a lot of them are dupes for MAC. while I'm talking about that, there's a video by a fellow YouTuber, Ashely. I'll make sure that that video that she had did a while ago, it'll tell you all the Coastal Scents MAC dupes. Okay, so to me, I think that's informative, and sharing is caring. So I'll make sure that her channel and her video for the dupes with the Coastal Scents and the MAC are down in the description box below. Now, the next thing to me that's important is once you are out of your beginner stage and you're starting to get into the intermediate stage, you want to learn how to you want signature palettes. You want palettes that you're getting used to these certain colors that you want to work with, you know, and palettes are not going to work for you. When you're an artist, you have colors that you use every day. You'll have colors that don't even last you 2 months. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just that they're versatile colors you can use on every skin tone, and they're your babies. Like, you would not even want to do someone's makeup if you don't have these particular colors, okay? And then you'll start customizing. You'll start customizing palettes for you, what works for you and your kit, okay? What's going to make you successful. There's going to be colors, there's going to be you know, finishes of shadows, things like that. And there's different type of palettes. You can use a Z palette. If you want to invest more money in your shadows than your palettes, then you can use things like this. And this is a Sew Solutions little palette. And this is for sewing. You can, you know, you put your needles and your little sewing scissors and things in there, but you can use these as eyeshadow palettes, okay? And you can have like a neutrals, you can have, you know, your shades, or however you want to customize your palette, because there's no set thing on how to do things. You're building your palette for you and your success, okay? Because that's your business. Another inexpensive thing is a palette like this from Morphe. This is duct tape, but this is a magnetized Morphe palette, and these are my colors. And this is the only color palette. This is, you know, something that I've put together, okay? And I don't hardly ever use this, you know, but it's good to have because, you know, I might get called in to do a photo shoot or a commercial or something like that, and they might ask for color, but I have it, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, when you're established, you already know what you're doing ahead of time. So it's not like you don't know what you're doing. So you have time to plan and get the things that you need. But if it's one of those things where, you know, last minute, you don't know, this is something good to have. And then once you start getting your money up a little bit, you know, Z palettes are good. They're all right. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll start working more and you'll start having, you know, experience and stuff like that, and then you'll be able to start getting those discounts and things like that. So it'll start being a little bit cheaper for you after a while once you establish yourself. But it's not really that it's cheaper. You're going to be upgrading the brands that you use and the quality of products that you use, but you'll have the discounts to kind of offset the price. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know if you do, but hopefully you do. So the next thing, you can, these are MAC palettes. If you are a pro and you get your discounts, regularly this is $8, okay? It's dual. You can use two-sided. Uh-oh. Wait. Hold on, y'all. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Anyway, I'm not gonna, it's two-sided. I don't know what's going on with these things. And I don't like touching them because my, okay, so it's dual. You have it on two sides. This is 30 colors altogether. This is my ride or die palette. Okay, it's customized for me. It's neutral. Neutral on one side. I do have some colors at the very end. A little bit of satin shimmer on the side. But this is, neutral is all I use. Neutral. Neutrals, neutrals, neutrals. This is what makes my money. Right here. Neutrals. Just different ways to, you know, customize your palette. But to me, I feel like when you customize your palette, it's easier to work with. Sometimes if you're shopping online, it's a hit or miss, you know, when it comes to colors. A lot of times you want to go in and you want to see those colors up close and personal, especially if they're a little bit more expensive, like Makeup Forever or Makeup Forever. That's my favorite one. That's why it's stuck in my head. What else? Viseart. You know what I'm saying? Those palettes. If you want to invest in a neutrals palette, Viseart. I'll make sure I have that down below in the description box. Butter. Bada. Bada. Now, as far as these commercial palettes, that's what I call them. Like, the Urban Decay palettes and stuff like that. Is it great to have? Yeah, it is. Do I have them on my palette? Yeah. You know, in my kit? Yeah, I do. But that's